What's going on, Geek Pit? Welcome back to Geek's Top 10, where this episode is sponsored by food. Food. I get most of glorious food right about now because it is Comic-Con weekend, the best weekend right now of the whole year. And what does everyone do when they want to go to Comic-Con? They want to dress up like Thanos. They want to dress up like Galactus, Venom, you name it. I mean, but you know what? You need some place to eat. You need to check out some really fast chain restaurants. But I'm not talking like fast. You won't want to grab like a McDonald's or something like that. You don't want to grab a 5-star restaurant, but you want to sit down. You want to have a little bit to eat, a little bit of time, but you don't want to break the bank. So this is going to be Geek's Top 10. We're doing top 10 favorite not fast food, but we did that the last one. Top 10 favorite restaurant chains. But this is not no ordinary edition right now. We are doing US versus UK edition. So I might have some different ones than my guest today, who I'm about to introduce in a little bit. He's from the UK, so we're just going to get it started right now. Let's give a warm Geek Pit welcome and Geek's Top 10 welcome to the one and only returning guest, Steph. What is up, Steph? How's it going?
Good, man. Yeah, great to be back on Geek's Top 10. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been in the Geek Pit.
It's been a while since Geek has actually been in the Geek Pit for a long time, but I'm just so happy to be back right now. I think the chat is actually blowing up right now. So, let's see. The Geek has returned. Let's see if I can get that. Geek has returned. Thanks to my buddy Alex right there. It's just only a matter of time since Geek has come back, right?
Top 10s will never die.
The top 10s will never die. We'll have so much content right now. So, so much content. But enough about me. How are you feeling, Steph, right now?
Before
we get into the top.
I'm good, man. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been off social media for quite some time. Currently, Section 4 Wrestling is going through a transition period. The reason being, who knew it, there's already a Section 4 Wrestling. So we're going to be changing a few things up, and we will be coming back to the channel, but yeah.
Yeah, so Geek has been on a little hiatus. Everyone said, "Oh, Geek quit podcasting." Geek, no, I've just been very, very busy lately. A lot has been going on, a lot of transitions. Yeah. So just a lot going on. So I couldn't even get to podcasting, and I absolutely love doing this. By the way, just love editing, love making content, and it just had to be time to get around to it. That's all.
Yeah, unfortunately, reality gets in the way of having fun.
It does, but Geek is back, and you guys can expect some brand new episodes down the pipeline. So, in the next coming weeks, months, I don't even know. I'm just going to put them out. So,
before we get on with the top 10, can I just say we are literally 25 minutes since the Lionesses, England, won the Euro competition against Spain in penalty actions. Bit of a record-breaking day for the UK. I'm going to be talking about some of the restaurants that maybe you would have gone to today.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear some of the UK ones, something different, a little bit different than ours, hopefully. Well, maybe we might have a little bit of a different list. We might have some of the same favorites. So
yeah. Well, same here. So, I mean, I've visited the States a few times. I'm sure there'll be some places that you mentioned I've been to. Yeah, it'll be interesting to hear what your feedback is on some of the places from the UK, and I'm sure the same for you.
Yeah, so let's just get it started right now. I guess, Steph, you want to start first right now, or when you're number 10?
I can do, yeah. Okay, so number 10. Now, this is going to come under a lot of criticism because I think the majority of the UK would say this is one of the better places, but I put it at number 10, and I'm going with Nando's. So Nando's, the chicken chain.
Yes.
It's most famous for its chicken, and I think that's what lets it down, because the problem is the chicken, to me, is the same taste, the same texture, the same style as what you'd buy from the frozen food counter at any supermarket. So, yeah, I mean, I love chicken. But this, for me, isn't the best place, but it just made it into the top 10.
So Nando's, I mean, if Geek ever want to go to the UK, I've heard so many stories about so many British wrestlers just talking about going to Nando's, and that's one of their top favorite places right there is Nando's. And Nando's is definitely on my list. So if I ever made a trip to the UK, I would love to go to a Nando's.
Yeah, it is very popular, and I suppose price-wise, it's kind of middle of the road. It's not too expensive, but I just associate it with young guys that go around all night driving the cars. They've got to take the girlfriend somewhere. They're not allowed back to the house because the parents won't let them. Let's go to Nando's and eat some chicken.
Sounds like a really good one. That one I'm excited about. Here's my number 10 right now. This is another one that's going to get a lot of criticism. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this one. It's not really an Italian restaurant, but it's just a fun restaurant, a fun atmosphere. They've got great breadsticks. You can't compete with those breadsticks. But I'm talking about Olive Garden is my number 10 right there. All you can eat breadsticks right there. Olive Garden.
You can't go wrong with that, can you? Free bread.
And the breadsticks are amazing at Olive Garden. So, but then again, I'm going to get so much hate because everyone's going to tell me that's not a real Italian food. I'm like, it's not supposed to be. It's a chain restaurant. So, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Olive Garden would have to be my number 10 right there.
Okay, well, I'm sticking with the Italian theme. So my number 9 is, which I was shocked to find out that we were the first place to get this restaurant. I thought it was an American chain, but it's not. And that's Frankie and Benny's, very old school style Italian eateria. The one thing that lets it down the most for me is the atmosphere. There is no atmosphere in there. The problem is you're trapped in these little booths, and behind the booths is a big 7-foot sheet of glass. So you're so segregated from everybody else and the atmosphere of the whole restaurant. That for me is a big letdown. So how it beat Nando's, I don't know, but no, I'm chucking it in there at number 9.
Yeah, I think me and you also had a discussion that you can't stand Nando's for some reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd say, oh, I can't wait to go, and then you let me disappointed. Say, nah, it's not that great. You know what?
Very standard.
Yeah, it's a very standard restaurant. So what exactly is a Nando's? Is it more like fast food, or would you say it's more chain restaurant, you would say?
It is a chain restaurant. I believe now you can get takeaway from there, but with the size of this country, you tend to find that most restaurants now do takeaway service as well,
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's too busy to go to sit down and have a meal. They just get it ordered to the room. So, yeah.
Yeah, here's also the thing, also why I want to do a podcast on top 10 chain restaurants, because it's just that it's not too popular anymore. You know what I mean? Now they're changing with the times. You either go to a quick fast food restaurant, which are always going to be popular. It's either that or you're going to go to a 5-star restaurant. You know what I mean? So you don't have time for the in between anymore.
I mean, I'm guilty already this evening. I've had a Just Eat. You guys have Just Eat, and
I don't think I have that.
Yeah, it's just killing. It's just killing the restaurant industry, because everybody now can just at a click of a button have food delivered to them, no matter where.
Oh, so it's something we call it something differently though. We have DoorDash, or we have Uber Eats is another one.
Yeah, I suppose Uber's pretty popular over here, but our main one's Just Eat, and we also have Deliveroo.
Deliveroo, okay.
They're like our 3 main people.
Yeah.
It is so convenient, and you can pay such a small fee to have it delivered. I think, why not?
Yeah. My number 9 right here is, it's not the greatest one, but my number 9 is actually Anthony's cold fried pizza. I don't know if you guys have that one over in the UK.
No, I've not heard that.
So it's kind of like more like a fried pizza. They put it in like a brick oven, and so I don't know if you have any places like that over there. I mean, I know Florida is very popular for like their brick oven pizzas.
So, is it like a thin base pizza?
Yes, pretty much like a thin crusted pizza kind of.
Yeah.
So but the most popular dish. Well, I think their most popular dish right now is the meatball and ricotta is actually really, really good. So, but Anthony's cold fried pizza is actually my number 9 on this list.
That sounds good. I love me some pizza, and I think that's one thing that lets us down in the UK. So when it comes to pizza restaurants like yourselves, we've got Papa John's, we've got Domino's, Pizza Hut, and to me they're very middle of the road. There's nothing really that special, but I know you guys in America, your pizza chain is massive. You've got a lot of states like New York and Chicago, all very famous for their pizzas. I wish we had that over here.
Yeah. So yeah, we have like a lot of chain restaurants here, and different states also have different chains as well. So like some of the states have like, for example, like Florida has tons of chains that New York would have, or California has more than we have. You know what I mean? So they all have their own chain restaurants. So like for example, honorable mentions right here in Florida right now would be Flanagan's is another great one. Another great one. It's like a bar and restaurant. It's a chain restaurant down here in Florida.
Yeah.
But that's an honorable mention for me. That didn't really make the list, but it should have, because it was actually pretty good. So yeah. So what's your number 8 right now?
Number 8. Now this really is going to be upsetting for a lot of people to know that it even made my top 10. For me, is of all, I'd say this is probably the biggest institute. The UK. Everybody has one of these within 10 miles away from their home. And I'm talking about Weatherspoons, or known to the Brits, spoons. The thing I like about this place is very, very cheap. You can go in there, you can have at lunchtime, you can have a pizza and a pint of beer for like £8, which is probably about $10.
That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. You know?
Yeah. And I'm talking a full portion of a meal. But what lets it down is the quality of the food. Now, a lot of the food that gets delivered there, I know, and I think most people in the UK are aware of this, it's frozen food.
So it's cheap. It's like a cheap, but like most chain restaurants are pretty much. But again, for $10, which is not really that bad.
But this is by far the cheapest bar restaurant in the UK. And people go there a lot because of the cheap prices. I mean, you will never see one of these places empty. And there's hundreds all over the country, Weatherspoons. Even the price of beer is so cheap, people will go there at 9 o'clock in the morning for their first drink of the day and stay there till 11 o'clock at night because it's so cheap. But
spoons.
Another thing that lets it down as well, there is no atmosphere in there, you know. You don't have TVs on. Well, you might have a TV on, but you have no noise in there. There's no music. It's a budget restaurant.
A budget restaurant, yeah. So we got some of the comments right here. I'll tell you right now, my top 5 no order is IHOP, Applebee's, Red Lobster, Friendly's, and what's it say? B-Dubs. I'm trying to see what B-Dubs is, actually.
I love me an IHOP.
IHOP is great. Yeah, IHOP's great. So my number 8 is going to be this one right here. You want to get embarrassed right now. This is the best place to take somebody for their birthday. I'm talking about Texas Roadhouse. Texas Road. Have you ever heard? Do you have this over in the UK, or you don't have this?
But I'm aware of the concept. I have one of those style places on my list as well. So what's the style of the restaurant? Is there a
So it's all Texas based. Everything's Texas style. You know what? So basically, they have a saddle right in the corner, and there's like a little fake horse you get on, basically. Not a horse, but it's like a bench or something like that, and you go in the saddle and you have to sit on it.
I know.
And then in front of everybody, and then they just yell out, "Attention, Texas Roadhouse, we have a birthday!" And then they start doing the clap and everything. Oh, we got the Texas Roadhouse, you know.
Oh, wow.
And then they say, "Can we get an EHA?"
Is it kind of like a grill house?
It's a grill. They got steak, get salads, chicken,
That is my kind of place, definitely.
Yeah, so if you're ever in America, I recommend Texas Roadhouse. And the Caesar salads are not that bad at Texas Roadhouse. I highly recommend it.
Nice.
Yeah, so
my number 7, I'm going for a place that serves one of the most iconic British dishes. I'm talking about the Sunday roast. The Sunday roast dinner. And the place is called Toby Carvery. Now,
Toby Carvery. I haven't heard this place.
It's very British. Very British. You go in there, you pay like £10 and you get a choice of selected roast meats. I'm talking lamb, pork, chicken, beef, turkey, all the main meats. And then after that, you get free choice of how much veg and how much potatoes you want, gravy, you help yourself to the gravy. There's free salad bowls if you want a salad before you have your dinner. But once again, there's no atmosphere there. The food is below par. depending on what time of day you go, sometimes you could be eating food from the night before or the day before. It can be very dry. The gravy is very lumpy. The vegetables can be hot cooked. But it fills your belly for a good price.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it sounds like a very like an American place, like kind of like a Boston market or something like that. You know what I mean?
I won't go as far as saying it's on the lines of Cracker Barrel, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that I've been to plenty, and you get big portions. It fills your stomach. You know, it does. It does what you need.
So here's another one. One thing that people, my number seven, this is going with my number seven. One thing that people always complain about is the food quality at these chain restaurants. You want some great food, but you don't want to pay so much money for it. This place is called Miller's Ale House. I don't know if you have these in the UK or not. They're cheap prices, good quality food.
Proper, honest food.
What's up?
Honest food. You know what you're getting. It's good quality.
Good quality food, and it's affordable too. So it's not too expensive and not too crazy. But I really enjoy it. Miller's Ale House, it's a huge chain here in the US.
What's there? Do they have a gimmick? Is there a certain...
It's more of a sports bar, kind of.
Oh,
like
okay.
You could go to like watch the game with a couple of friends, you know, and basically, but it's also a restaurant as well. So it's not just. Do you guys have something like that where it's a restaurant and a bar, or just you have either or?
I'd say majority of the places in the UK are like that. I mean, Wetherspoons, it's mainly a bar, but it's also a restaurant. Most of the places you can go there just to have a drink. You don't have to have food.
No, yeah, I was just asking, like, if like, because I heard a lot of places in the UK are just pubs. You know what I mean? So I wasn't sure if you guys had the mixture between a restaurant and a bar at the same time.
Yeah,
so
I mean, most pubs serve food, so therefore we count them as a pub with a restaurant.
Yeah. So all right. What's your number 6 right now?
Number 6. Now this is a brave decision to even put it in the top 10. There's not many of these restaurants in the UK, even though they are UK based only. And I'm talking about the Ivy. Now the Ivy is. Have you ever heard of this place?
No, I haven't heard this place. No.
It's definitely an eye opener. You know, it's a nice place, funky looking place, but very expensive. You can only book to go there. There is a dress code. You have to dress smart. And I've only ever been to it once, but when I was there with one of my former partners, and we had 2 courses each and 1 drink, and it came to £175. So maybe $200.
So I mean, this is more like an upscale restaurant, kind of, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't really a chain, was it? Or are they a chain?
Yeah, they do. They have multiple restaurants now. They did just have one in London. Since then, I believe they've opened 3 more restaurants around the country. I went there for a birthday, and it really is one of those places. If you're going to go there, you're probably going to go there for a special occasion. And if you're lucky, you haven't got too many friends, because they don't want to be paying these prices. But the food is excellent. Of my top 10, I would say this is probably in the top 2 when it comes to the quality of the food. There's a lot of unique dishes which I've never seen on a menu anywhere in the world. And it's really good food, but it comes at a very hefty price.
Yeah, so yeah, that's. I would like to go to this if I ever went to the UK. You know?
Yeah, it's
the price you said, but you said it's pricey though.
Oh, it's very pricey. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody unless they're earning, you know, 1,000 a year. You know.
Here's another place right now. My number 6 right now. It's just like Miller's Ale House, but it's a local chain only in Florida. It's another sports bar, but it's exactly like Miller's. It's called Duffy's.
I've heard of this.
Duffy's is a Florida chain.
It's not Irish, is it?
It might. Yeah, it is Irish.
Yeah, I'm aware of this place. I've never been into one, but yeah.
I think they have a dessert called the Shamrock Pie.
Is that in Orlando?
What? There might be one. There might be. It's a Florida chain, so there might be one in Orlando.
I think there's one on International Drive in Orlando. I'm sure it's there.
Duffy's, yeah, and the Shamrock Pie is basically like a mint ice cream, and then instead of like having like just a vanilla or chocolate chip ice cream, it's like a mint ice cream that you eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they put like hot fudge on it and everything.
Nice.
It's called the Shamrock's Pie.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, so yeah, if you haven't been, Duffy's
Do
is my number.
Do they sell Guinness there?
I'm pretty sure they do. It's a sports bar too. So that's my number 6 right there.
If
is
they're an
Duffy's.
If they're an Irish bar, I'll judge them on the quality of their Guinness.
I'm pretty sure any bar has pretty much a Guinness. Yeah, you could probably get.
Any bar can have Guinness, but it's how it's poured and how it tastes. If it's good, you know, you ask any Irishman that, he'll be very critical about if the Guinness is any good.
Okay, yeah.
So number 5. Now this is my personal favourite place to go because it's my favourite style of food, Vietnamese food. I'm talking about a place called Pho, which is spelled PH. It could be pronounced Pho. I love me a big bowl of ramen or noodles.
Oh, I like this place, man. You got it's a chain too, right?
Yeah,
it's another chain.
Just that you get a big bowl of broth. It looks like mucky water. You try it, and as you're drinking it, you're feeling all that goodness, all those fresh ingredients in there. You know, you've got your corianders, you've got your lime in there, you've got your noodles, your chickens, your onions, your chilies, your oils. It's just so much for your mouth to take, but it's incredible. You know,
I gotta try this place.
Love this place. Yeah,
I like Vietnamese food.
The biggest criticism I've got is the service. Every time I've been into one, they are very, very slow. The service is very poor. And when you consider the food they're making, it shouldn't really take that long. You know, if you're having a bowl of soup, basically, it shouldn't take 40 minutes. That's my only criticism. But yeah, food.
Yeah, it reminds me of another place. It's actually it's not Vietnamese. It's actually it's called PF Chang's. I don't know if you guys have that.
No,
down there. No, so yeah, their service is pretty slow down here in America. Yeah.
See, food's quite new to the UK, and we haven't really got, when it comes to choices of different cuisines, you're usually stuck with Chinese or Indian, and it's nice to have something different in there, you know. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible food. Oh, and you get free prawn crackers.
Oh man, I gotta try this place, but you know, maybe it's a good idea if I ever went to UK, we could take it out if that's okay with you. So
Definitely.
service is not.
I'll take you to this place. Everyone has to try this place.
So we go from Vietnamese to the Australia. I don't know if you know this place. What I'm talking about, the Outback Steakhouse.
Ooh, okay, I'm interested. No, I've not heard of it, but
you never heard of Outback? Oh man, Outback Steakhouse. They have a great dessert. It's called the Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. That's probably one of their best signature dishes, and their steaks are not bad either. So Outback Steakhouse is probably on my list right now. One of my top chain restaurants.
I have a funny feeling we might have this in the UK, and I feel so bad for not knowing, because I feel like I've been to this place before.
Yeah, Outback Steakhouse right there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask my buddies about that, because I'm going to look at an absolute idiot if I don't know what restaurants we have in my own country.
Oh my god! You could have put this on. You could have put this on your list too, as well.
Yeah. Now, number 4, I know you guys have something very similar. It's your typical steakhouse. You have Longhorns in Florida.
Yes.
We have Miller and Carter.
Miller and Carter. All right.
Miller and Carter. But I believe it's an Argentinian steakhouse, which I know the Argentinians are very famous for the steaks, and you can't go wrong with it. If you order the steak, you also get a complimentary slice of lettuce. Have you ever heard of this?
I haven't heard of this place.
Well, so they give you a big wedge of lettuce, and you get some dressing on the top of that as well. And the idea is, when you're eating your steak, take a bite of the lettuce, and it refreshes your mouth. So then, when you have another bite of the steak, it feels amazing again. It's like you've only just started eating the steak again.
Oh man, this is a great idea. I love that idea.
And it's a complimentary thing that apparently they do in Argentina. You get given half a block of lettuce with your meal.
Damn.
But yeah, I love that place. I love me some steak, and I love Miller and Carter. Service there is excellent. Very friendly staff. Look after you. Price is not too bad,
Mhm.
but it's no different from Longhorns, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a great place, man. After you eat, what? So you said eat after you eat your salad or your steak? Because
No,
that's
so
what you.
whilst you're eating your steak, you might eat a bit of the steak and then have some fries and have. They do this onion loaf,
Mhm.
which I don't eat because I don't like onion. But then you also have your wedge of lettuce. So whilst you're eating, every now and again you just have a piece of lettuce, eat the steak again, and it tastes better than it did before.
Man, making me hungry, man. I gotta go to the UK now. I gotta start packing my bags right now. Start coming.
I'm
You gotta
so
take me to all
hungry.
these. I gotta pack my bags. All right, this is. I think I have too many breakfast places on my list, but this is gonna be my first breakfast place on the list. You probably may have this in the UK. I'm not 100%, but they got some good waffles. I'm talking about Denny's.
We don't.
No, you don't have Denny's. No,
We,
no
we don't.
Denny's.
We don't really do breakfast in the UK. Like restaurants don't really do breakfast because most of them open about 11 o'clock.
Man,
I,
because
I I have been to Denny's though. I have been to Denny's many years ago.
yeah. So I'm not talking about chain restaurants, but right now, individual restaurants. There are a lot of breakfast places here in Florida. A lot of breakfast places. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
guess a
got
lot of people are early. A lot of people are early here, so there's just tons of breakfast places here in Florida.
yeah.
So, when I was living in New York, there was like maybe you go like there was IHOP. There was like I don't know. There was not too many breakfast places, but you got into Florida, there's like all these eggs and sandwich places. I'm like, gee, man, it's just so many. I mean, I wish New York would have more breakfast places. You know, and anytime we had a breakfast place in New York, it would always close. So I was like, it's not doing good, you know, because. But there's just so many breakfast. There's a breakfast place on every corner here in Florida.
I think the difference is between the US and the UK. When it comes to breakfast, you guys know how to do breakfast,
Yeah.
whereas we have one dish, and
What's your one dish?
everything's fried. English breakfast, traditional English
English.
breakfast. Yeah, you've got sausage, bacon, eggs, baked beans, hash browns, toast, and you'll probably drink it down with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. But you guys, you have the pancakes, you're into the waffles. I think we're more savoury where you guys you like sweets for breakfast.
Yes. Yeah, that is true. Me especially. I love sweet stuff.
Yeah, see, I'm more of I like my meat. I like to start
Yeah.
my day with a bit of meat, you know.
Yeah.
And everything's
But yeah.
fried over here.
Yeah. So who was next? I think you were next, or was I next? I believe. No, I said Denny's. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my number 3, and obviously this is influenced by America because it's massive over there, and we only have 2 of these in the UK. Recently, we only got our second one. And I'm talking about Hooters.
Oh man, Hooters.
I
Another
love
great.
Hooters.
I love the wings at Hooters. The Hooters wings are amazing. You know that?
That's all I go for.
The wings at Hooters.
I love the wings. There's a big stigma of it, of Hooters in this country. I don't know if it transcends into America as well, but because of the, shall we say, very beautiful ladies that work there. Now, when I was a younger guy, we used to go there because there were so many beautiful women walking around wearing hardly any clothes. Whereas now, I'm older, more reserved. I love me some chicken wings. So, yeah, I go for the bottomless lunch chicken wings, all you can eat for like £13 or whatever. Very good.
Yeah. So there was a knockoff restaurant of Hooters. Somebody tried to copy them. They called it Tilted Kilt, which was like an Irish restaurant.
Tilted Kilt.
Yes. It's in the US. I don't know if you had that over there in the UK.
No.
There's a bunch of there was I think a couple in Florida, and then there was one that opened up I think in Phoenix, I believe.
Okay.
There was a couple of them, so I don't think they did very well. So you know,
So
like
it's
a knockoff.
basically Hooters, but with men.
No,
Oh, it's not men.
no, it's Irish.
Scottish.
Irish. What?
Scottish.
Scottish. Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah.
Yeah. So
Somebody.
what more can you say about it? Hooters, wings, beautiful ladies, beer, and as much sport as you can physically watch at one time. I don't know about over in the States, but over here, we're not used to having that many screens in one place. You can be watching wrestling 1 minute, then you're watching the rugby, then you're watching the NFL, then you're watching the hockey. Freedom.
Yeah, so Yeah. So, but yeah, the wings, and then the I think there's a Reese's Sunday pie or a Reese's pie at Hooters too.
Oh,
That's actually really good. One of the desserts are actually pretty good. So
yeah, we won't get pie over here. We don't get pie.
yeah, no, you don't get pie, right?
We don't have pie.
I know I mentioned Denny's, but my number 3 is actually going to be the original right here. I'm talking about IHOP.
Yeah.
IHOP, the original breakfast place right there, original breakfast chain right there. IHOP, so good. Their chocolate chip pancakes, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
their coffee's not that bad either.
Yes. And I like the fact that in America you get free refills on your coffee as well. International House of Pancakes it blew my mind the first time I ever went in there. But I heard does it get a bad rap? Does it get a bad
What's the reason?
So last time I was there, I was with a guy that was in the Navy many years ago. He's retired now, and he spent a lot of time in Florida, and he went to IHOP on International Drive, and he said the locals don't come here. It's only people that are not local that will eat.
Oh, the tourist, right? The tourist,
Yeah.
right?
So I didn't know if it had a bad name or something to it in America, but honestly, I love that place so much. I had 3 plates of pancakes.
Here's a question for you right now. Let me see if it shows on screen. It's like, what were your fattest encounters you have in your life? It's getting worse here in Germany.
What was my what? Sorry, can you repeat that?
It said fattest. Like, I'm thinking it means like, what's the fattest food restaurant you would say?
The baddest.
Fattest.
Fattest.
Yeah.
What, that makes you fat?
Yeah, like the fattest food. Would you say?
Well, the fattest foods really is an all English breakfast.
Yeah.
Because everything on that plate is fried in oil, greasy. I mean, the calories that you must get in a full plate. You must be talking getting on for 3,000 calories.
Yeah.
If you're having a proper English breakfast.
Uh-huh. But yeah. So, but anyway, like I said, what was it say? We're saying IHOP. We were talking about the pancakes there, man. And sometimes not only that, like talking about like what you call it, the pancakes that they have at IHOP. Sometimes they have like the special flavors of the month, which is not bad.
We didn't get that. We just got like a standard.
So you have like the Grinch pancakes or something like that IHOP used to have there for. No, man.
No,
right?
I had one with bacon. I had one with blueberries. Then I had one with some mascarpone and fruit.
Yeah.
But it was and chocolate as well. Yeah. Oh, it was so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
so,
I said,
like they also have the movie pancakes. Like they had another Despicable Breakfast or something like that. Do you remember that, or you don't remember that?
I didn't see any of that. No.
No, IHOP. Nah. Okay, but
So
it must be.
Do they just make the pancake look like one of the
Minions? They had like a minion like breakfast or something like that. You know? Yeah. They do some fun stuff here in America. I don't know. You guys don't do that. You guys don't do that in the UK though, right?
No, I think it's because though, your country's so big.
Yeah.
And there's so many people there. You're spoiled for choice. You've got so much variety. I understand that you might have to travel quite far to get to, certain restaurants because it might be in another state. But over here, I look through my apps at what I'm going to eat tonight and where I'm going to get it from. There's not a lot of choice. Not a lot of choice.
Yeah.
And like I say, you go to every town or city. Every town or city has the same restaurants as the next town in the city.
Yeah. So what did you say number 2 is?
Oh, so number 2. So you mentioned a place earlier, and this is also the same kind of vibe. So this place is called TGI Fridays.
Yes, TGI Fridays. Great place. I remember that place. I think they're starting to deteriorate here in America.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the same way.
So there's not much difference really from the UK to America. They still do the whole coming out, wishing you happy birthday, singing to you. And that's a problem in this country because people in this country don't like that.
Yeah.
They don't want people singing to them and they don't want everybody clapping for them. It's not what we do in the UK.
No, right.
Everyone's private and
everybody wants to just eat their meal and that's it. You know what I mean?
And they don't want to see everybody else having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is very strange, but I like the food there. I love the food there. The chicken's great. The burgers are great. They do their own lager, which I really like the lager there. Also, they have an app, like a lot of places do, where you can get freebies. If it's your birthday, you can get more free food. The atmosphere is okay. I've never been into one that's been empty. No matter what time of the day, it's always busy in there. No matter which city you go to, TGI Fridays is going to be packed.
Yeah, TGI Fridays right there. So that's your number 2 right there, right?
Yeah.
My number 2, man, this is a tough one. This is a toss up right here for my chain restaurants right here. But I had to make it onto the last 2 right here. My number 2 right now. It doesn't matter what happens, whether there's a hurricane. This place is always open. You know, whether there's a thunderstorm, this place is gonna never close. I'm talking about the Waffle House. You get those chocolate chip waffles right there. The peanut butter waffles. Man, those chips are amazing.
I've heard so much about the Waffle House, and I'm so annoyed that I've never been there. I really
This is
am.
one of my
It's one of the biggest staples of American dining, really.
Mhm. Yeah, and not only that, it's like if you're on a road trip, those are one of the best places to stop by because they're on and they're perfectly placed right off of the highway. Say, I'm driving down to Florida, or North Carolina, South Carolina. You know, Waffle House is like right there off the exit, so they're perfectly placed so you could stop in and get them. You know what I mean? So
So,
Waffle House has got to be my number 2 right there, and the coffee's not bad either.
so what would be your meal of choice? What would you be having?
Coffee and peanut butter waffles at the Waffle House right there.
But how big are the waffles?
The waffles are not that bad. They're kind of like they're not Belgian waffles.
Okay.
They're just regular waffles, but they put little peanut butter chips inside the waffles.
And does it like fill the plate? Do you have a whole plate full of waffles, or
Sometimes the peanut butter chips actually melt into
Okay.
the waffles. So you know, and because the waffles are so hot, and you know, so
Yeah.
but yeah, my number two is definitely Waffle House.
Number one. Wasn't that your number one?
No, that was my number 2. You're number 1 now.
Oh, yeah. Right. I can't believe I put this at number one. Now, like I said to you before we started filming, my list, I've really gone in depth on this. So I've been looking at hygiene ratings, the atmosphere of the place, the prices of the food, the quality of the food, and as well the service. And by far, this one blew every other one out of the water. And I'm talking about Yo Sushi.
So sushi.
Japanese sushi bar. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. And a lot of people do say to me, well, no, not raw fish. But there's so much more to Yo Sushi and Japanese food in general than raw fish. And it's a misconception that that's all they do. But what I like about this place is the service. The service is a carousel. And I'm sure you've seen these kind of places, these sushi bars with the carousels.
Yeah, carousel. We actually have one. There's like a little like a train. It comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a conveyor belt. Conveyor belt. It comes on a conveyor belt.
So it's all self-service, which is brilliant. You haven't got to wait for your food. And if you want anything cooking quick, there's a little button just underneath your table. You press the button. The waiter is on the other side of the table, and he said, "What would you like?" You tell him. There's a guy stood right next to him, and he's cooking it straight away. You know, and it's straight on your plate. The only thing I don't like about these sushi bars is the fact that the pricing is all done by the colour of the bowls. So when the carousel comes round, if you take a bowl that's blue, that bowl might be more expensive than, say, a bowl that's green or red.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's their pricing strategy. The only problem is, in that scenario, when the food's just coming round you all the time, it's so easy to take another bowl. Last time I was there, I spent nearly £100 on myself. And the portion size is like any sushi bar. They're not massive. So if you're thinking of going there to fill your belly, that's not going to happen. But it's all just good quality food, and I love it so much.
Yeah, so, all right. My number 1 now, this is a staple here in America right now. This is another chain restaurant that's on every single exit going down. And I think you already know where I'm talking about. This place is a staple in America, and they have a general store built into the restaurant itself. You could buy whatever you want from old school stuff. I'm talking about the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
My number 1 right there, favorite chain restaurants. Because this place is just, there's not too many places that are like that in America right now. They have a store built into the restaurant. And the food's not that bad either. So
what I like about the food as an Englishman is, for me, it's the closest thing I've ever felt to real American food cuisine. You know, like Mummy used to make, that kind of thing. It feels there's something very warm about it, the place, you know, and they really look after you there. The food's excellent, and it's wholesome food, good stuff. You know, you can't go, oh, you want a rotten Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel is amazing, and it's just like, not only that, I know they kind of started in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, but Florida's got so many Cracker Barrels down here too, so as well. And but yeah, Cracker Barrel is just like that Southern experience right there.
Yeah.
They're going down to the.
Once you finish eating your stuff, you can go and sit on a rocking chair.
The rocking chairs, yes. I think the Young Bucks even made it more famous with the when they were tweeting back and forth with Cracker Barrel. Yeah. Cracker Barrel, great restaurant too. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
I got a question for you now. Now that we're done with the list, there's a place in the UK where it's a restaurant. I think it's a chain restaurant where the staff is actually rude to you.
Yeah.
What is this place? What is this place called, man?
I think it's called Karen's.
Karen's, yes. Karen's, yes.
Does Karen mean the same thing in America as it does in the UK?
Yes, Karen's is basically like somebody who's thinks they're entitled to something.
Yeah, always has to prove people wrong, and
and they're rude. They're very rude. You know that.
I'd just suggest, if you just look it up, Karen's Restaurant, England, and you'll see how bad it is. And people get very offended when they go there. I've seen videos of like old ladies that have been invited there, and they get there and they're being spoken to like a piece of shit, and they get very offended. It's very funny to watch.
I wish we had a Karen's here in America. You know that?
Oh, it sounds great. Sounds great.
I mean, I wish we did. There's like there's no restaurants like that here. You know that?
Yeah.
Because people are just so serious nowadays. You know that people can't have fun. They can't have a good time. You know what I mean? So
I do want to mention something else as well. It's not a question. It's more of a fact, but I just want to maybe hear your point on it. So in the UK, when you get your waiter, he's not as nice to you as a waiter would be in America. And I understand, because in America you all work on a tip basis. So if you're a server, you get tips. I was so impressed with the service and how nice people are in America. Is that all because of tips, or is that genuinely because they enjoy their jobs?
It depends on which restaurant we're talking about here. If they're more like the chain restaurants, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think, to be honest, I don't think the chain restaurants, they get paid as much, so they kind of have to rely on their tips, really.
Yeah, so it's very important to be polite.
But if you're at like a 5-star wealthy class restaurant, then those tips mean a lot more, because you're gonna get paid a whole lot more on your service. So, but I think.
It just blows my mind. We went to the Cheesecake Factory, and the server there, we had a party of 8 people, and we ordered starters and main courses and drinks. And this guy obviously knows his job very, very well. We told him once what we wanted, and he didn't write anything down. I'm like, this is crazy. And he come back to us, and we said, yo, man, did you take our order? He said, yeah, the chef's cooking it right now. I said, but you didn't write anything down. He says, it's all up here. Don't worry about it. And the guy obviously takes a lot of pride into his job, whether it's for tips or not. I can't knock it. The service in America, anywhere I've been, has always been friendly, helpful, and very good.
Is it like that in the UK too? They rely on tips, or is it?
No. You in the UK, you get your standard wage, and that's it. You know,
you don't get any more money. That's it, right?
It's very, very rare. I have worked in kitchens, and I've been a server, and I've worked in bars and stuff. And tips, it's kind of like, that's your job. You get paid for your job. Why would I give you more money?
More money. Yeah, exactly.
That's not my job. That's your employer's job to give you more money.
So tips are not really a thing in the UK, right?
No, very rare. Very rare. I mean,
sometimes sorry.
If I find that a server has been very helpful, I mean, the thing is, you've got to you've got to try very hard in the UK to get tips. You've got to be something special for somebody to say, you know what, I'm going to give this person £5 to say thank you.
But it's not expected, right?
No, not at all, not at all.
But in New York, it's I don't know, and not in New York, just but in the U.S. in general, you'll see the bill, and then you'll see tip and how much you're supposed to leave, whether they did a good job or not.
Yeah. No, see,
So
and this is another thing with the whole tax added on after when you come to pay, which I don't like. Over here, if I go somewhere and it says, I know, a bucket of chicken, £10. That's what you pay. You don't pay a service fee. You don't pay tax on top of that. The tax is included in the £10. And there's no service charge because people are already getting paid that. So, yeah, I mean, that's one big criticism I have got. I wish you didn't add the tax on after, you know? Because you might only have $10 in your pocket. If your meal's going to cost $10, you haven't got enough.
Man, it's been a fun conversation stuff, right? What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Food. Where would we be without food?
We would be starving.
Absolutely.
Without food. So
these chain restaurants, they will never go out of fashion.
I hope not. Because there's a lot of good ones too. That
There is. That's why people need to stop being lazy and get out there more and go and have a real sit-down meal with friends and family, or even on your own. If you're somebody like me, I tend to go to a lot of restaurants, probably 3 or 4 times a week now on my own. But I don't think you can beat being out the house, having a good atmosphere, eating some good food with some good company. And like we said, you need food.
You definitely need food. So Steph, what do you got coming up right now?
So, like I said at the top of the video, we're still in this transition period at the moment. Please do go and subscribe to my channel, Section 4 Wrestling, on YouTube. There will be new content coming sooner rather than later, but we're still in this transition period at the moment where we don't really know where we're going or how we're going to do things. I mean, the name Section 4 might have to leave. We might have to go under a new alias. There's a lot of things in the pipeline. We've got a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, but at the moment we're just picking them out of thin air. We'll have something sooner or later.
Definitely, man. Because
can I just say one more thing as well?
Yeah.
Before I move on. So Monday Night Raw, 25th of August, live in Birmingham, UK. I'll be there. I'll be on the 8th row back on the hard cam. So if you see me, please come over and say hello. It'd be great to speak to anybody that's a wrestling fan. Yeah.
Yeah. So Section 4, I mean, I can't wait for you guys to come back and do some stuff,
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to do it. I've missed people like yourself and the Section 4 champion, Dro Speak. I haven't spoken to that guy in a long time, but yeah, it'd be good to do something again.
Yeah, I would like to come back on the prediction show and do something, man. That'd be a fun time. That's always a fun time when you do those prediction shows.
Yeah, and I miss making them. And like you said at the start of the show, there's something about editing and having that fun, and I miss it, man. I really miss it. Yeah,
I miss it. So hopefully I could get back in there. We got some more Geeks Top 10 coming up in the next upcoming week. So stay tuned to Geeking Out on Instagram, Facebook. I should be making some more announcements of upcoming shows really shortly. So, and I will. Thanks for staying up late with stuff.
Hey,
what time is it over there in the UK?
Don't spoil me with a good time.
So, I guess what time is it over there in the UK? By the way,
it's only 9:20 in the evening.
9:20. Okay, yeah. So that's not too bad. It's not like 2 a.m. like most times, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the crazy world we live in. Unfortunately, all the sports I watch are American, so I'm quite used to stopping up super late. When a game's finishing at midnight in the States, it's 5 o'clock in the morning over here, and I'm just going to bed.
All right. So, you know how we close our program, right? I believe, right? Geeks Top 10, whether it's Geeking Out, we put our rock signs up, and we will see you guys in the next one.